Hello, we are come with the third sum of partnership final account. This sum is not included in textbook. This sum is included in last year's textbook. We are getting it for the sum information or for the solving sum. Rohan and Roshan are partners in Shan Traders in sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 2:1. From the following trial balance and adjustment, prepare final account and profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2011 and balance sheet as on that date. Just like the last sum, we are going to mark it. This is the debit balance, this is the trial balance, this is the horizontal trial balance. Horizontal in sense the ledger form of trial balance. TD, trading account debit side. Purchases, trading account debit side. Machinery, assets. Furniture, assets. Carriage, trading account debit side. Wages and salaries. There is a wages is first. If the salaries come first, then this item will go on profit and loss account. Now this wages is coming first, means wages have more percentage than salaries. So we are going to post it on the trading account debit side. Bills receivable assets, sundry debtors assets, conveyance, profit and loss, rent rates, profit and loss, return inward, the exceptional item, that is sales return, trading credit, cash in hand assets, land and building assets, bad debts, profit and loss, the formula of bad debts, patents, assets. Now the credit balance, sales, trading account credit side, liabilities, unpaid wages liabilities, return outward the exceptional item, that is purchase return, trading account debit side, and capitals, that is PCC, partners capital credit. Now we go through the adjustment. Clothing stock cost price 25,000 and market price 30,000. Whenever you got the two prices in clothing stock, always choose the lower price, the amount which is lesser, the amount which is lower. You choose the lower amount. Whether it is lower from 100 rupees only, you choose the lower amount. An amount of 3,500 spent on repairs on building is debited to building account. Adjustment on land and building. Depreciate plant and machinery and building at 5%. Plant and machinery and building. Building means land and building. Goods of 750 taken by Roshan for his personal use. 750 it doesn't adjust any other item. It is an individual adjustment. Included in wages advances given to the workers. Wages and salary adjustment. Provided 1,500 bad and doubtful debt on debtors, means adjustment on sundry debtors. Now we are finished with the marking. Now we are going to post the sum. Now we are going to post the debit side, that is the debit balance. First is opening stock 32,000. Opening stock. Opening stock. Opening stock. Opening stock doesn't have any adjustment. Amount 32,000. Amount 32,000. Directly outer column. This is inner column. This is outer column. As we talked earlier, if any adjustment doesn't have any item doesn't have any adjustment, you will write it on the outer column. Second is purchases. Purchases 64,000. Third, plant and machinery, that is A means assets. Assets Plant and machinery amount is 30,000. It has adjustment. Write it on the inner column. Leave the one line. Then furniture. Furniture doesn't have any adjustment. 18,500. Then carriage. Carriage we had marked trading account debit side. Carriage. Carriage even don't have any adjustment. 1,500. Next, wages and salaries. To wages and salaries. Wages and salaries. Wages and salaries had adjustment. Amount is 35,000. 35,000. Next is bills receivable. Assets. Bills receivable even don't have any adjustment. 5,000. Next, sundry debtors. Sundry debtors amount 32,000 and it has an adjustment. I'm going to leave one line for one adjustment. Next, conveyance. Conveyance. Profit and loss account debit side. Conveyance. Conveyance doesn't have any adjustment. 4,000 outer column. Next, rent, rates and taxes. Profit and loss 2,000 don't have adjustment. Rent, rates and taxes 2,000. Next, return inward. The exceptional item, that is the sales return, comes on debit, goes on credit. Sales return 3,000. 500, that is return inward. Next, cash in hand. Assets. Cash in hand 14,750. Outer column because it doesn't have any adjustment. Next, land and building. Land and building 83,500 and had adjustment. Had two adjustments, so we are going to leave 3 lines for it. Second last, bad debts. To bad debts, add new bad debts, add new RDD and less old RDD. Now in this sum we had found the bad debts, that is the old bad debts 1,750. 1,750. Then next, patents. Patents at 25,000. Patents doesn't have any adjustment. 95,000 outer column. We are finished with the debit balance. Now we are going to post the credit balance. First is sales. Sales amount 1,93,500. 1,93,500. We are going to reduce the returns, which is we already written over here. So amount will be 1,90,000. Second is sundry creditors liability. Sundry creditors amount is 15,000. No adjustment, so outer column 15,000. Next, unpaid wages. Unpaid wages 1,500. Next, the return outward. The exceptional item comes on credit, goes on debit. That is purchase return. Amount is 2,500. I'm going to reduce the amount by 2,500. It is 61,500 now. We have deducted the return from 64,000. In outer column 61,500. Next and last, capital accounts of Rohan and Roshan. That is 90,000 and 50,000. Partners capital account by balance brought down. The amount is Rohan has 90, Roshan has 50. Rohan has 90 and Roshan has 50. Now we are finished with the posting. If you finish the posting very well, you will get your sum tally as accurately you want. We will continue the video in the second video about the adjustment.